What's up? What's up? It's your favorite Latina Katiria on Jammin' 94.5. I got PapaMitrou, music producer of Dream Chasers, official one, right?
Yes.
Because I was just talking about that in my live. I was like, yo, I'm about to interview PapaMitrou, but he's official. He's not the ones that, you know, make something and send it out and just say, hey, I think I heard that in there. So I'm the producer. Tell me a little bit about how you started, because I know that you started while you were in college, right?
Mm-hmm. Yeah.
And how did that go about?
So I really started audio engineering, which was like tracking vocals for artists, just like recording them when I was in high school. And my brother was making the beats for those sessions. So I like watched my brother make beats one day, and I was like, you know what, I want to try this. So I downloaded the software he had. Wasn't like too serious until freshman year of college, sophomore year. Started getting serious, posting beats on YouTube like every week, I was getting like a good amount of hits too. And I was posting the Meek Mill type beats and like the Rick Ross type beats, MMG, like DC type stuff. And I was getting like,
I like that hype shit.
Yeah, I was getting like hundreds of thousands of views, and I was like, man, like this is definitely like my sound. This is what I'm gonna use. So I was posting like Instagram videos one day, like I did this all the time. I was like just taking literally a video of my speaker playing a beat, and I would just tag the artist. I'm like yo, at Meek Mill, you would kill this. And then like I was in college when it happened, and I just looked at my phone and said Meek Mill like my video.
So how did you know you wanted to make, you know, Meek Mill beats? I know you started making a lot of J. Cole beats as well. Like, what made you want to make beats for them specifically? How their style is? Honestly, is it because you're hype? Are you lit?
Yeah. I think it sounds kind of weird, but like when I used to go to like a house party, or if I went to like a club or something, it's weird. I would study people's reactions to specific songs, and I noticed that every person had a crazy reaction to like a crazy 808 hype song. And I'm like, I want this. I want to see this. Like, imagine if this is my beat. Like, that would be crazy to see that. So I just started sticking with like hype club beats. That's why I made that Uptown Vibes record.
So talking about Uptown, that's a little secret. Not secret, but that's the excitement that I had. So listen, when Uptown came up, first of all, I love Anuel. Shout out to Anuel, you know, my Latinos. But when I heard the song, it made me feel like it should be in a Rocky movie. And that because it's like you're waking like ding 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 ding. So I'm excited because every morning when I wake up at 3 a.m., I'm not kidding you, and it's not because I'm interviewing you. That's my wake up song. Yeah. Uptown. Yeah. I am not kidding. Like today I was, hold up, because I gotta show you real quick. Right here.
Oh my God.
Literally, that's what I wake up to, because it makes me feel like, you know what? It's time to grind. It's time to get on air. It's time to kill this shit. And that's the vibe that it got me. So I like that because you explaining that you want to bring a vibe and a type of energy, you're definitely like showing that, because that's how I felt. And you produced 4 of his songs in the championship.
Yeah, so I did 4 on there, and I've done 3 on his previous album, and I did a few more back in the day.
So when did you officially get signed? When you recently, or when you did his last 3 songs in his last album?
Around Dream Chasers 4 era, so I would say about 2016.
16? Yeah. Okay.
Yeah, 17,
Man.
16. Yeah.
And I see that in a lot of your interviews, you explain that you want to develop a relationship with him, like Metro Booming in future. What type of tone would that be, if you could tell us, or how do you develop that relationship?
This is basically being in the mix. You gotta be in the mix. That's the most important thing. Because I noticed that when I was going back to New York, back and forth for like 2 times a week for 8 weeks straight, I was driving back and forth with the Championships album. Every time I went back, I would get closer with everybody. Like I got closer with Meek's like right-hand people, his cousins. I got closer with Meek personally. Like, you just gotta be in the mix, really. And then if you're that comfortable, like, you're gonna develop a good relationship to the point where, like, you know, you can send them whatever you think is good. Like, sometimes at first I was sending him things that they had to be perfect.
Yeah, because
now I'll send him not like trash beats, but I'll give him my idea, like trying to paint the picture for him, and I would feel comfortable saying that for him.
That's great. That means that you guys develop a tight relationship, because, you know, when it's not like your boss, but when essentially there's somebody that needs to say if it's okay or not, you're like, okay, let me just put some beats. Let me just let me not debate him and say, well, this is dope. What are you talking about?
Yeah. Like, we've became close to the point, like, we would, like, I did the intro for championships. Me and him did that together, like, next to each other.
I seen some photos on IG. I was like, oh, shoot. So how's Meek? Is he cool, laid back? Is he really
super
critical
cool
about his music beats? Like,
I mean, every
how was the session
every
with him?
artist at that level is going to be very critical of their music. But he's definitely super cool, super humble. Like, he's giving back type of person. Especially because he's doing the prison reform type of thing. That's huge. Which
is amazing. Are you supporting that as well?
Of course, yeah.
Perfect. Because I think that's a big subject, and it's something that I'm happy that he's representing it. Because he's very passionate, and he has a close relationship with Bob Kraft, which is passionate as well with that, and Jay-Z. So you're from Massachusetts. How does it feel when someone says, wait, you're from Mass and you're his producer? Like, I don't hear too much people coming from Mass. Have you heard that? Because
the only person I know that's big out of Mass is Joyner Lucas.
Yeah. And then now you, boy.
I'm trying to get there. I'm trying to.
Well, you've done, obviously, a lot of music with Meek, but also with Future, you're starting.
Yeah. So, like right now, for example, I'm working on stuff with Fab. I was just in the studio with Fabulous, actually. I got some like stuff in the tug with PNB Rock, stuff like that. I'm working on a little bit like DJ Khaled's album, PapaMitrou, Rick Ross. Yeah.
We the best, right?
Yeah, I know, right? I saw that.
And you're, I don't want to say because you're in the 20s, like, wow, this is unbelievable, but it's unbelievable because I was talking to Justin. I'm like, when I was 21, I was, getting started, but like, he makes me feel like shit. He's already there.
I don't even think I'm there yet. Like, I have so much to go. Like,
he's humble, guys.
I want to accomplish so much.
What do you, I'm not even say 5 years from now because that's like cliche, but just a year, like a couple of months. What are your next goals as a music producer?
As a music producer, well, I'm in one of my biggest goals right now is to have that little blue check next to my name on Instagram, which we're working on.
Yes.
It should be done hopefully really soon.
Get him that blue check.
No, Instagram, where you at? Come on, I'm waiting. But that, and then just I want to get my catalog up too. Like, I have a good amount of songs out, but I can never like stop. I want to just keep building that up because I was actually in the studio recently with Swizz Beatz and Alicia Keys. Yeah,
How was that?
It was unreal. It was crazy because I was there's a studio in New York that we record at. It's called Jungle City, and it's like 5 different studios, and it's all owned by Swizz and Alicia Keys.
I mean, that's why their kid is super like talented.
Yeah.
This kid plays instrument. He's like only 7 years old.
Yeah, crazy. But I was in the studio with like an artist named Basswag, and he's like a close like relationship with me, Meek, and everyone else. And I was just playing him beats, and we went upstairs to go see Swizz and Alicia, and it was literally just me, my manager. We flew this producer out, my friend Moan, and then it was just Swizz and Alicia, and it was just like a tight little environment. Like, it was no like a billion people in the studio. It was a little environment we could all vibe out. He was playing us records that haven't came out yet, playing us some of Alicia's stuff. It was unbelievable. And I remember Swizz was telling me like, I have like 650 songs worth of catalog, 380 million copies sold, and I'm like, I got a long way to go.
Yeah, well, the good thing is that you're, in the right path.
Yeah.
Have you ever gotten stressed out?
Yeah,
like,
I'm always interested.
Yeah, can you give us like the young entrepreneurs, music producers that are out there trying to get it to some advice on?
Just don't stop.
Don't stop. Like, just be stressed and don't stop.
Yeah, but use like Instagram and YouTube as your marketing, especially Instagram, because that's what got me like popping with Instagram.
Do you think if Instagram was not there, you wouldn't have gotten close to Meek as you are now?
Not. Honestly, I hate to say it, but honestly.
Do you like social media?
I do.
Or you just like social media?
I like social media to brand myself.
Yeah.
That's what's going to really set me aside from a lot of people, is just branding myself. Well, a lot of people do brand themselves, but that's definitely the key.
So branding, guys. Remember that branding, not only just making music and beats and just sending them out, having a purpose. Like,
if you can make the hottest beats, but if you don't brand yourself and you don't market yourself right, like, you might. I mean, you might end up in the right path, but the chances are not as high as if you would brand yourself.
Oh man. So, do you live currently in Massachusetts now?
Mm-hmm.
Oh, okay.
Upton,
Upton.
little town.
Little town. Where's that near? I'm not gonna lie. I was like, is that Uptown? Like the song?
Yeah. Oh my God. My manager was just laughing about that too. He's like, "Oh, you live in Upton, Uptown?" Nah, it's like in the middle. It's like right next to Grafton, which is when people say like, "Where's Upton?" I just say 10 minutes from Worcester.
10 minutes from Worcester.
Yeah.
Boom.
Yeah.
Who else would you like to work with in the industry?
I have
Besides the ones that obviously you just named.
top 3 right now.
Mhm.
Number 1, Tory Lanez. Number 2, Lil Baby. Number 3, Gunna.
Okay, now they're all popping. Why Tory? Why Little Baby and Gunna?
I love Tory Lanez first off, he can sing like crazy over anything. And he doesn't write his music, he just goes right in and spits. Like,
Really? So
yeah.
everything is freestyle?
Yeah, and you can he can rap too, like crazy good. So
I know these
yeah.
little rap battles he's been having.
The thing about Tory Lanez is that he raps over Spanish beats, and I love the Spanish beats. That's why I like the Uptown record. I love that
Latinos,
stuff.
I told you guys.
Yeah, I love that stuff. So I know Tory Lanez would kill that. And then Lil Baby and Gunna, they're like the same type of like duo that even they came out with an album together. But I just love their flow and the beats they choose. And the beats they choose are like some stuff that I make. So
Yeah, they're
think
very
really
catchy.
good.
They talk about some real shit.
Yeah, they do.
Like, I was like, whoa, Little Baby, how old is he? He's talking about some, like,
Yeah.
45-year-old stuff,
Mhm.
but in a cool way. Oh, all
Yeah,
right.
dope.
Now, have you worked with any, besides Anuel that was on Uptown, have you worked with any other Latin artists or interested in?
We're in the works of doing some stuff. It's kind of like low key right now, but it's gonna happen.
Well, he said it to me, so I'm gonna consider that an exclusive.
Yeah, no, we got some stuff in the works. We got the right people on our team too to make it happen. So
Dope. And do you plan on living in Massachusetts for a while, or
yeah,
transitioning?
I think I'm gonna stay in the Massachusetts area. If I go anywhere, it's gonna be like Boston. But like it's literally because my job is just like traveling. Like I just go New York, LA, whatever. But I want to have a place to stay, and if I'm gonna have a place to stay, it's gonna be Boston.
See, guys, Boston. PapaMitrou is popping. He worked very hard here in Massachusetts, traveling back and forth. I like tell a lot of artists that I work with because they come to me, they come to Pup, and they're like, we want to leave to Miami, California, and New York permanently. Like, Boston's not popping. Nothing's going on. Why don't you create your foundation? Why don't you get better at your craft and then just kind of go back and forth? Because I'm in the same way too. People like Katiria, like
people love New York too. But like I was basically living in New York for the album, like pretty much. I'm like I want to freaking drive my car and just park my car and go get groceries or something.
Yeah.
Like I can't even do that. I don't like that.
And you're going on tour, right?
Yeah, I'm supposed to. We just going like a good amount, like a handful of shows. I'm not really gonna because they're gonna be traveling on a bus in Denver, which starts in Denver, which I think that's in the middle of the tour. But most of them are flying. When they're flying, I don't think I'm gonna go and do that. Because the studio, I mean, the bus has a studio in it, so that's really what I'm there for.
Yeah.
So.
Wow. Talk about working. It's like, yeah, I'm going to go to this show, but hey, you got something for me? Can we put that down? That's dope. And it's a dope experience. Yeah. And I appreciate you coming to the Jam 94.5 studios.
Thank you for having me.
Yes. And, man, I wish they just played the whole album on the radio, to be honest with you. But I'm just happy that Uptown we're always playing it. And, you know, I produce for the Breakfast Club, and Envy has that.
I think I've heard it on
all the time.
Yeah.
That's why Uptown is lit. Like I know it gets people pumped and people getting like, oh man, I feel like a championship. A champion, I mean. Yeah. And obviously that's why it's called championship.
Yeah.
His music's always lit. Well, thank you for coming by. Get on the mic with Katiria, PapaMitrou. You got something to say for your fans?
Let's get it. Let's get this money.